You're scrolling, notifications buzzing like flies, each ping tugging your mind. The world's a cacophony, ads, alerts, opinions, drowning something deeper, something new. Aldous Huxley saw this coming, a technocratic hum that smothers your attention, your truest self. Here's the thing. Noise isn't just loud, it's a laboratory, conditioning you to react, not think. This essay offers a way out. You learn to reclaim your focus, to hear your own voice amid the clamor. Through Huxley's lens, perennial wisdom, attention as a moral act. You'll get tools, a decision rubric, scripts to set boundaries, a daily drill to sharpen your mind. Noise buries you, silence reveals you. Start here, and you'll see how to choose clarity over chaos, freedom over comfort. It's not about escaping noise, it's about mastering it. Picture yourself in a meeting, words flying, but your phone's glowing screen pulls harder. A text, an email, a news alert, each a hook sinking into your attention. This is Huxley's nightmare, a laboratory where noise conditions you, not with chains, but with endless distractions. Your mind, once a sanctuary, now a test tube for algorithms, ads, and propaganda. Huxley warned of this in his critique of mass persuasion, media, tech, and culture, that overwhelm to control. They don't force, they seduce. You click, you scroll, you lose yourself. Let's break it down. Noise isn't just sound, it's anything that scatters your focus. Social media's dopamine hits, news cycles, fear, even your own racing thoughts. They're all part of the experiment. Huxley's perennial philosophy insists your attention is sacred, a moral act. To let it be hijacked is to surrender your humanity. But you're not a lab rat, you can resist. Start small. Today notice one source of noise. Maybe it's the news ticker on your screen or the urge to check your phone. Name it. Say, this is pulling me. That act of naming breaks the spell. It's not freedom yet, but it's the first crack in the conditioning. Huxley saw deconditioning as a rebellion, voluntary discipline over imposed order. You're not escaping the lap, you're rewiring it. What this really means is, you're not helpless. The noise is designed to keep you reactive, but awareness flips the script. You're not just a consumer of content, you're a chooser of focus. This isn't about shutting out the world. Some noise informs, connects, enlivens. The trick is discerning what's worth your attention and what's just static. Huxley's humanism, compassionate but unsentimental, asks you to face this without illusion. You'll fail sometimes. The phone will win. That's okay. The lab's strong, but you're stronger. Noise buries you. Silence reveals you. Here, silence isn't quiet. It's the space where you hear yourself think. It's the pause before you react, the moment you choose. This section's tool is simple but sharp. Name one distraction today. Don't fight it, just see it. That's your first step out of the laboratory. If you're feeling raw or overwhelmed, hold off. Wait for a calmer moment. This isn't for when you're barely holding on, but if you're ready, try it. Notice the noise, and you'll start to see the door. You're already moving. You've named the noise, felt its pull. That's not nothing. It's the beginning of reclaiming your mind. Huxley knew the stakes. A world that drowns your attention drowns your soul. But you've got a tool now, a tiny act of defiance. Keep it close. The laboratory's real, but so is your power to walk out. You're with a friend, their words spilling out, raw and real, but your eyes drift to your phone. A notification flashes, you nod absently, missing their story. This is the attention crisis. Your deepest self slipping under waves of noise. Aldous Huxley saw attention as a moral act, the root of connection, of humanity itself. When you let it fracture, you don't just lose focus, you lose each other, yourself. Mistakes aren't just personal, they're existential. Noise doesn't just distract, it erodes what makes you human. Here's the thing. Attention isn't passive. It's a choice, a rebellion against the technocratic whom. Huxley's perennial philosophy calls you to presence, to see clearly without the fog of propaganda or habit. Every time you choose a screen over a face, you're conditioned a little more, but you can choose differently. You can reclaim what's yours. Try this. Pause once an hour. Ask, where's my focus now? Maybe it's on a headline, a worry, a ping. Don't judge, just notice. This simple question pulls you back from the edge. It's not about perfection, it's about catching yourself before you drown. Huxley's humanism doesn't demand sainthood, just effort. You'll slip. The world's built to make you. But each pause is a small victory, a crack in the noise. Noise buries you, silence reveals you. Silence here is intention, the moment you choose what matters. This isn't about ignoring your friend to meditate, it's about being there fully. The trade-off? Comfort for freedom. You might miss a notification, but you'll gain a moment of real connection. If you're driving or in a high-stakes task, don't pause. Safety first. But when you're ready, this practice is a lifeline. You've paused, asked the question, felt the shift. That's power. You're not just a passenger in the noise, you're steering. Huxley knew attention was your anchor. Lose it and you drift. Keep asking, keep choosing, one moment at a time. You're pulling your deepest self back to the surface. You're alone, sitting still, no devices, just your breath. At first thoughts swarm, work, worries, that email you forgot. Then slowly they settle. A quiet opens, not empty but alive. This is what Huxley called the doors of perception. Your attention, unclouded, revealing your deepest self. Noise slams those doors shut, but focus swings them wide. This is the turn, where you move from victim to agent, from conditioned to free. Huxley's critique of mass persuasion hits hard here. The world's a laboratory, pumping noise to keep you scattered, ads, feeds, fear cycles. They don't want you awake, they want you clicking. But attention is your rebellion. By choosing what to see, what to hear, you decondition yourself. Huxley's perennial philosophy frames this as sacred. Your mind, unpolluted, is a window to truth. Not grand truths, but the quiet kind. Your values, your clarity, your choice. Here's your tool. For 2 minutes daily, focus on your breath. Sit, eyes closed. Inhale, exhale, count to 10. Thoughts will intrude. Label them noise, let them pass. Don't fight, observe. This isn't meditation, it's training. Huxley valued voluntary discipline over imposed order. 2 minutes of focus is your stand against the chaos. It's not about escaping noise, it's about carving space within it. Let's be clear, this isn't easy. Your mind will wander. The laboratory's pull is strong. Notifications, habits, guilt. That's the point. Every return to your breath is a choice, a door you reopen. The trade-off is time. For clarity, 2 minutes might feel like forever, but it's less than a news scroll. If you're prone to rumination or in a fragile mental state, ease in slowly. Maybe start with 30 seconds. This practice is from when you're steady enough to face yourself. Noise buries you. Silence reveals you. Silence here is the space you create where your deepest self speaks. Huxley saw this as liberation. Attention as the key to unconditioned thought. You're not just breathing, you're dismantling the lab, breath by breath. Each session builds a muscle, the ability to choose what enters your mind. What this really means is, you're not stuck. The world will keep shouting, but you can learn to listen selectively. This isn't about shutting out reality. Some noises signal, like a friend's call or a genuine warning. The doors of perception let you discern what's worth your focus. Huxley's humanism, compassionate but unsentimental, asks you to own this power without illusion. You'll falter, the noise will creep in, but every breath you count is a step toward clarity. You've sat, breathed, felt the quiet. It's fleeting but real. You've opened a door, seen what's possible. Huxley knew the stakes. A mind drowned in noise forgets itself. This practice, small as it seems, is your rebellion. Keep it. 2 minutes today, maybe 3 tomorrow. You're not just focusing, you're claiming your deepest self back from the flood. You're in a heated debate, voices rising, your phone buzzing with alerts. The urge to react, snap back, check the screen is strong. Noise tempts you to lunge, to lose yourself in the fray. But Huxley's lens offers another way. Attention as your anchor, letting you choose response over reaction. This is where theory meets life. In conversations, work, the endless scroll of media, your deepest self doesn't need silence to surface. It needs you to steer through the clamor with intention. Huxley's perennial philosophy frames attention as a moral act, a way to stay human amid technocratic chaos. Whether it's a colleague's jab or a news feed's outrage, noise pulls you to autopilot. But you can pause, see clearly, act from your core. This isn't about ignoring the world. Some noise demands engagement, but about choosing what's worth your energy. Freedom over comfort, clarity over reflex. Here's a tool, a dialogue script. Next time noise threatens to derail you, say, I hear you, let me reflect before responding. It buys you a beat to think, to align with your values. Try it in a meeting, a family spat, or even with your own racing thoughts. It's not about winning, it's about staying you. Huxley's humanism, unsentimental but kind, knows you'll waver. That's fine. The script's power is in its pause, giving you space to chew. Masks hide truth. Mirrors show it. The mask is reaction, anger, distraction, conformity. The mirror is your deliberate response, reflecting your deepest self. This practice isn't for every moment. If you're in an abusive dynamic or emotionally raw, step back, protect yourself first. But when you're ready, this script is a shield, letting you navigate noise without losing your way. Hence you've used the script, felt the pause, chosen your words. It's small but seismic. Huxley saw attention as rebellion against conditioning. Every intentional response is a victory. You're not silencing the noise, you're rising above it. Keep the script handy. In the lab of life, it's your way to stay free, to let your deepest self speak. You try for silence, carving out a device-free moment, but the phone's glow pulls you back. Notifications stack up, guilt creeps in, it's too hard, you think. Or noise is just life now. Huxley anticipated this skepticism. The laboratory of noise is relentless. Designed to make you feel resistance is futile. But here's the thing. You don't need total silence to reclaim yourself. The goal isn't perfection, it's persistence. Awareness, not escape, is your leverage. Let's address the objections. I can't unplug. Work, family, life depend on me. Fair. Huxley's critique of technocracy doesn't demand you go off-grid. Instead, try one 30-minute no-device window daily, maybe during lunch or before bed. It's not about ignoring responsibilities, it's about carving space to think. Another objection. Noise is inevitable. True, but you can choose what you amplify. Huxley's humanism doesn't promise a quiet world, just a clearer mind within it. Here's your tool. Set that 30-minute boundary. Tell others, I'm offline for a bit to focus. It's reversible, low stakes. If it feels impossible, start smaller. 10 minutes. But don't force it if you're isolated like a remote worker whose only connection is digital. This isn't about cutting yourself off. It's about choosing when to connect. If you're in crisis, skip it. Self-care comes first. Masks hide truth. Mirrors show it. The mask is giving up, believing noise owns you. The mirror is trying, even imperfectly, to reclaim your focus. You've set one boundary, felt the quiet, however brief. Huxley knew the lab strong. But every small act, every window you open, is defiance. You're not perfect, but you're moving. That's enough to keep your deepest self from drowning. You've seen the noise, felt the pull, opened a door or two. Now it's time to arm yourself. Tools to make this real, day in, day out. Huxley's take on voluntary discipline means these aren't rules. They're choices you make to stay free. Start with the decision rubric, a quick check before you dive into any noisy moment. Ask yourself, is this noise serving me or scattering me? Can I pause to choose my focus? Does this align with my deepest values? Am I reacting or responding? Run through these 3 to 5 questions fast. They your filter against the laboratory's hooks. If even one flag's red, step back. It's not about rigidity. It's about owning your attention. Next, boundary scripts. These are lines you say out loud or in your head to set edges. Try, I need 10 minutes offline to think clearly. Or, in a group, let's discuss this without devices between us. Another, I'm limiting notifications to focus on what matters. And, can we slow down? I want to hear you fully. These aren't confrontational, they're humane, drawing from Huxley's compassionate humanism. They name the trade-off. You might miss something trivial, but you gain presence. Practice them in low-stakes spots first, like with a friend. If you're not ready, say if confrontation spikes your anxiety, adapt or skip. This is consent in action. Force nothing. The attention training micro drill is your daily anchor, under 2 minutes. Sit somewhere quiet, eyes closed. Count 10 breaths. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. When noise intrudes, a thought, a sound, note it mentally as noise, then return to the count. Don't chase it away, just observe. Huxley saw this as deconditioning. Your mind learns to let go without force. Do it once a day, maybe morning or before bed. It builds the muscle for those doors of perception. If rumination hits hard or you're exhausted, shorten to 5 breaths. This isn't for crisis mode, it's for steady ground. Finally, small reversible experiments to test in contexts. Mute non-essential notifications for 1 day. See what shifts. Spend 15 minutes in nature device-free. Notice how your thoughts settle. In conversation, ask one question without planning your reply. Let the mirror reflect truth. Read 1 page of a book sans phone checks. Journal 100 words on what pulls my attention today, or try a 5-minute do-nothing pause midday. Just sit. No agenda. These are low risk. Undo any if they disrupt. Really apply and work. Mute during focus blocks. Relationships. Media. Curate your feed. Huxley's unsentimental view. Experiment, observe, adjust. No guru prescriptions, just you testing freedom against comfort. What this kit really means is, you're equipped now. The laboratory's still there. But these tools let you navigate, not drown. Noise buries you. Silence reveals you. Here, silence is the space you create with a rubric check or a breath count. Start with 1 tool today, the drill maybe. If you're overwhelmed or in a high-pressure spot, wait. These are for when you're ready to choose. You've got the kit, use it to keep your deepest self afloat. After that scrolling frenzy. Notifications buzzing, your mind fraying at the edges. But now, you notice. You pause, name the noise, open a door. Huxley's wisdom threads through attention as moral act, deconditioning from the lab, a humanism as kind without illusion. You've got the rubric to decide, scripts to boundary, a drill to train, experiments to try. It's not about banishing noise, that's impossible, but mastering it, choosing clarity amid chaos, freedom over comfort every time. Noise buries you. Silence reveals you. In the mirror of your deliberate focus, your deepest self emerges, not drowned, but alive. Choose 1 clear thought today, 1 breath, 1 pause. It's enough. You're already on your way.